I'm Selva, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to quickly make a new sourdough starter that is ready to bake within 4 to 5 days using a dehydrated sourdough starter culture and fresh milled flour and water. All right, so this is our dehydrated sourdough starter, authentic wild crafted culture by Kozy. I was gifted this by the brand in exchange for my honest review. And right off the bat, there's a few things I really love. Number one, that it's made in the USA. It comes in this little packet here, and it's got full instructions for how to rehydrate and mix with flour so that you have a starter that's ready to bake within 4 to 5 days, which is really great for me because we actually throw our sourdough starter out once a year before Passover. So this works out really well because I'm able to start baking bread pretty much right away after the holiday ends. So day one, it says you're going to mix the full packet with 1.5 tablespoons of water, and then after 1 hour, we're going to add a tablespoon of flour and then cover loosely for 24 hours. So I have a weck jar here that I use, and I've also got some freshly milled flour. I also love the fact that this is just one ingredient pretty much, or 2 ingredients really. Stone milled red wheat flour and filtered water dehydrated. That's all it is. So we'll just open this up. All right, so we're gonna pour it in here, put that in. All right, so it's been about an hour, and now I'm going to add some flour that I just milled in my grain mill. It's hard white wheat flour, so we're feeding this with freshly milled flour. And the thing about freshly milled flour is it loves sourdough, so processes often happen faster with fresh milled flour than with regular store-bought white flour, but we're gonna just take this one day at a time and see how it goes. We'll just follow the instructions as they were given, and hopefully we will have a nice bubbly starter within a few days. All right, so here we are on day 2, and we're supposed to feed the newly hydrated starter culture with 2 tablespoons of flour and another 1.5 tablespoons of water. I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of freshly milled hard white wheat. Stir it up. All right, that is about right as far as the consistency goes. So we'll do that again on day 3, and then day 4 is when we do the big feed, and we'll see what it looks like on day 5 if it's ready to bake. All right, so this is our day 4 big feed. So yesterday I repeated the day 2 feeding, and as you can see, we have a little bit more starter now, and it smells really good. It smells sour. Today we are supposed to add 1/3 cup of the flour, which I just milled. Pour that in. It did get nice and bubbly yesterday too. It's been a little while since I fed it, so it's not as bubbly as it was, but it did get nice and bubbly. And then we add a 1/4 cup of water and stir. And it's still that nice pancake batter consistency that we want. So ready to bake when doubled, feed daily on the counter or weekly in the fridge. So I'll probably store this in the fridge because I'm not ready to bake anything with it quite yet, but tomorrow it should double in size. All right, so I actually ended up doing a second feeding because I forgot about it after I had fed it the first time with the big feeding, but it did double in size, and as you can see, it is nice and bubbly. It smells sour, yeasty. It smells like it's ready to bake with. It smells like every other sourdough starter that I've ever made, but it came together so much faster because I had that dried culture to start with. You can see where the line is, where I marked it earlier today, right after I fed it, and it's risen up about an inch. So this is ready to go. If you are looking for a way to make a sourdough starter very quickly, I highly recommend these dried starter culture packets to help you get a jump start on your sourdough journey.